All right, hello. We are live. Welcome to another mock draft for through Underdog. Today we are the 12th pick, meaning that we get back-to-back picks. So I'm gonna provide a little bit of strategy as to how to build, a roster given the picks that we got. So I really like here. So this is one of my favorite places to land in the draft. I always like going last or towards the end, just because your two picks are so close in proximity, like what's closer than back to back. So I always like going at the end. Last year I went at the end and I made it to the finals. Obviously tough loss, but it proved me success. So let's see if we can, build a roster around that. So let's see. Ideally, running back, I would want to get a running back and a receiver just to, go just have a little bit of both. But let's see, maybe if two great receivers fall to us, maybe we can snag two of them. Let's see who's. So I'm assuming, yep, Justin Jefferson, C-Mac, Jamar Chase, Eckler, Hill. No surprises thus far. Maybe Hill at 4, Eckler at 5. Nothing crazy. Bijan got picked at 6. Usually, I was curious to see where Bijan was going to fall, but so far he's fell not nowhere past really like the early second round. He did fall maybe a few picks below, but overall he's still getting taken at the same spot as initially projected in this offseason. Tony Pollard actually it would be I would say is an earlier pick, but he is running back one of the Dallas Cowboys. So Kelsey going at 8, Diggs at 9. So far more or less the same players. Tony Pollard might be a little bit early, but so for running back, I like Nick Chubb and Saquon Barkley, but I'm also really looking to see maybe I can get some. So Nick Chubb got picked. So let's go Saquon Barkley here, just for a running back. Yep, let's go Saquon Barkley, and then I really like the Sun God Amon-Ra St. Brown. So we got a great running back and a great receiver. So I like that pick. So we're gonna be we're 20 picks away. So yeah, we're gonna get somewhere around here. So let's check who the tight ends are as well. So one thing, it definitely I like to definitely start off. I like going a running back and a receiver just to kind of have both, both positions have someone stellar instead of going two and one, or to go all in on two. So I think this time maybe it wouldn't be bad to switch up a strategy. Maybe go two running backs and then pick a receiver because the receiving depth is pretty deep. But it really depends. I think it depends on who falls to you. This is I think it would really depend on the strength. So let's see here. So 13 picks away. So Garrett Wilson, AJ Brown, Cooper Kupp, a little bit of a fall there due to a setback with injury. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, Devontae Adams, Jonathan Taylor. Wow, I'm surprised he got picked that early. Jalen Waddle, Chris Olave, Devontae Smith, Patrick Mahomes, first quarterback to be taken. So I'm surprised about JT. Was there? So I don't think there was any news about him, right? Jonathan Taylor. Yeah, nothing new. Hmm. Wow. That's a pretty ballsy pick if you ask me. I mean, I think in a couple rounds he was falling to like seventh or eighth, or I mean even like 4 or 5, honestly. But getting picked at what 2-8? That's wow. Well, power to you. If he does find a team though, or if he does end up playing, he's instant running back one in my opinion. So that could pan out well. So we're 9 picks away. So for receivers, so we got T. Higgins, Amari Cooper, DK Metcalf, Keenan Allen, Christian Watson. Running backs, we got some good guys, but I'm gonna go another running back and receiver here, just to make sure I got some. I want to make sure my first two elite running backs and receivers are the best that are available. So I'm gonna go two, one and one there again, and then I think after that I'll go two and two. Um, I think that's really. I think after this, it's really time to build on the receivers. But I always like to get two stellar running backs, depending on where they fall to me, just to make sure, because running back is still a very, very important value. And I did notice that people are picking receivers really early and kind of not considering running backs. And I get they're injury prone, but when they're healthy, they're such a big value to the team. And especially with their pass catching ability too, I think they could be worth a little bit more. So I think it's important to have a couple of backs. So at least early in the round, um, early in the draft. So Mark Andrews, second tight end. T. Higgins, Jahmyr Gibbs, Keenan Allen, DK Metcalf. So I really like Debo Samuel, and for running back, I'm gonna go Ramondre Stevenson just because, I really like what I've been seeing from him. And I like Debo Samuel a lot. I think that'll be a good rejuvenated San Francisco offense. I gotta go Debo here. Yep, let's go Debo Samuel right here, and then Ramondre Stevenson. So I'm really, really a fan of my team right now. I got two great receivers in Amon-Ra and Debo Samuel, and I have Saquon Barkley and Ramondre Stevenson. The ADPs picking falling right around the time where I picked them, so no surprise picks in terms of people that I've gotten. So, or reaches, I would say, is a better term. Like, so let's see who's gonna fall to us in 20 picks. So we're gonna land probably somewhere around here. Tight ends, I'm not really interested right now. Just feel like we can get better receivers right now and running backs. So we'll probably land somewhere around here. So Tyler Lockett, Chris Godwin, Jahan Dotson, George Pickens. I like all four of these guys. So if y'all wanna, so let's take a look at running backs here too. So I'd like to think that Brees Hall, Aaron Jones, Ken Walker, and Dameon Pierce are all gonna get taken. It would be it would be a safe pick to get Najee just to kind of secure the running back position. And they all have different bye weeks as well. And I did notice that Amon-Ra and Debo both have the same bye week, so that's definitely a something to address because I don't have two of my top receivers for 1 week, so that's definitely something to address. I'm gonna get let's see, I might have to get two receivers here. Um, and I think that might be okay just because I see some good guys down below. So I think it wouldn't be the worst thing to skip out on somebody like Najee, or maybe even Madison or Dobbins might be the guys that fall to me. So honestly, I like Jahan Dotson and I like George Pickens. Those are two second year guys, and I'm really big on guys that are in their second year just because there's a lot of people that really turn it on their second year. Jay Jettis turned it on his second year. Jamar had a great second year. And just players in general, I don't really think this applies to a necessary position. This applies to a lot of players. I mean, there are of course some players that really have like the second year slump, but there are a lot of guys that have the second year surge. I mean, so I'm really big on two guys in a feisty division. Let's see if I can get these guys. I'm 9 picks away. All right. Yeah. So Damian Pierce, Aaron Jones. Yeah. So Ken Walker, Madison. Najee got picked earlier than I expected. So yeah, I think the best picks for me would be Jahan Dotson and George Pickens. I think Kirk Lockett and Godwin will get taken. Um, I'm also gonna queue up Jordan Addison here just to see in case if one of these guys, Dotson and Pickens, get picked. I want to have a backup. And in general, I wouldn't mind having like and Zay Flowers too. and James Cook aren't bad guys to have as backups. Um, all right, so Lockett, McLaurin got picked. All right, so in these next five picks, I'm really hoping that Dotson and Pickens falls to me. Godwin, Walker, and Kirk, I'm hoping get picked. Tight end, all right, Hawkinson might get picked, so I'm hoping those guys, I'm hoping they fall right to me. It would be so great to get these two guys back to back, Pickens and Dotson. And then running backs, I'm really targeting Pacheco. I was kind of looking down below earlier. Um, let's see. So Godwin just got picked. No, Dotson. Damn. All right. So I still like George Pickens. I'm still set on George Pickens. Um, Running backs. I think I'll go two receivers here. I see some good running backs down below. I'm gonna still go two receivers. I like George Pickens and Jordan Addison. Darren Waller. Perfect. So let's go George Pickens right here. And then running back. Yeah, I'm gonna go Jordan Addison or Zay Flowers. Do I trust Kirk Cousins or Lamar Jackson more? There's a lot of traffic in Baltimore, so I'm gonna go Jordan Addison. Um, just because you got Rashad Bateman, you got Odell Beckham Jr., you got Lamar who can run, and you got J.K. Dobbins. So I just see a lot of traffic coming in Baltimore. So I think it will take time for Zay Flowers to kind of come into his own. So I'm gonna take Jordan Addison because Justin Jefferson obviously undisputed WR1, but I really do think Jordan Addison has potential to be that WR2. I think receiver two right now is KJ Osborne, I think. I'm not too sure. And Irv Smith went to the Bengals, so could see some potential there. So I'm really liking my receivers thus far. Amon-Ra, Debo, Pickens, and Addison. That's a really strong four. So I'm definitely going to target running back here in my next pick. So I like James Cook. Maybe let's kind of reconsider that one. Um, so Madison will probably get picked. I'm surprised he hasn't got picked actually. His ADP is 58, so we're almost to the seventh round. But he wouldn't be a bad fall, but I don't think he will fall that far. So I really like Rashad White, but I did hear that Sean Tucker being running back too. So I do feel a little threatened by that headline, but that could just be, a headline. But let's see who else. I'm not taking David Montgomery. He's not of use. I really like Isaiah Pacheco. Um, and I really like James Conner just because he's going to be undisputed running back one, I'm pretty sure. Um, Not a fan of Cam Akers. I just don't trust that rapid Achilles injury, even though it happened last year or the year before. Just something about that just seems fishy to me. Rashad White got picked, Alexander Madison. Christian Kirk had a hard fall. I thought he would get picked in the fourth or fifth round. James Cook, J.K. Dobbins, Gabe Davis, Kamara, Kittle. Zay Flowers got shortly picked after my pick. So, yep, we're about 12 picks away. I like Connor and Pacheco. I think they'll land to me based on the ADP they're at. Let's take a quick look at their buys. Yep, no problem with their buys. So yeah, I think I addressed the buy situation with Pickens and Addison. I got two of these guys taken over during the week 9 time, and I'll obviously get more receivers and definitely want to get a tight end. So I think I'll get tight end maybe in the eighth and ninth round. And yeah, I like Fryer. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get like a Fryer Muther or Njoku. One of those guys should fall to me. I'm hoping at least a Kincaid. He's been a frequent flyer on my drafts or frequent pick, should I say. Kyle Pitts got taken sixth round, Dalvin Cook, Jerry Judy. Yeah, so I'm pretty confident on James Conner and Isaiah Pacheco. I think they're gonna get just because I trust Pacheco in an offense controlled by Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, and James Conner is gonna get a heavy load given that offense in Arizona is pretty weak. DeAndre Hopkins is gone, The receiving core is relatively okay, but James Conner being the veteran back, I think he'll get a lot of reps. Dallas Goddard. So let's just see. There's JSN is still here. Wow. So Zay Flowers. I'm surprised JSN didn't get picked before Zay Flowers. I would imagine it would be the other way. But let's just take a quick look at quarterback too, just to see who's here. Anybody we can kind of steal. Anybody we can stack. I like Jared Goff. We can kind of stack him there. I kind of have receivers like all over the place, so a stack would have to be if I can. I don't know if I can any stack anybody, but let's see with quarterbacks. Is there anybody I can get? Because those guys are kind of dwindling as well. Tua, I like Tua. Yeah, I think my best bet my next round is to get. Wow, James Conner got picked. All right, so might have to go a different strategy here. Um, I still definitely am getting a running back. All right, let's get Pacheco here. All right, I like Isaiah Pacheco and Sky Moore, Miles Sanders, DeAndre Swift. You know, would definitely want to get a quarterback early. I'm gonna go on a whim here and get Tua. Yeah, I'm gonna get Tua just because I want to get a quarterback. I want to snag a guy early. I feel like there have been some couple times where I compromised, but I like the three running backs I got. I got four receivers. So let's get a tight end though. Since I got a quarterback earlier than anticipated, let's get a tight end. And honestly, I wouldn't mind getting another running back. Or actually, let's get another receiver. Yep, none of these, but none of their buys line up. So yeah, let's get a tight end and let's get a receiver. A lot of still good receivers out there. So I'm actually glad that I got a quarterback early. Yeah, so I'd say in terms of strategy and getting back-to-back picks, see which guys you can take in different positions just to make sure you cover your bases. If you need to take two guys that are the same, go for it. Just make sure that each position is accounted for that you did not take if you go back to back, since you are back to back. So that's kind of my best advice in terms of strategy to go about and really address the terrain. I think every year when you have the last pick, make sure you really look at the draft board because it's ever so changing every single day. It's like a stock market. So Tua, Elijah Moore, Swift, Brandon Cooks, Cortland Sutton, Miles Sanders, Sky Moore, Cam Akers, Khalil Herbert, Evan Ingram. All right, so still a lot of good guys available. Um, I really like Rashad Bateman. I don't think he'll fall to me. So let's just queue up Kadarius Toney. I like Pat Freiermuth a lot. I like Tyler Boyd. I like Dalton Kincaid. And to be honest with you, for getting Pat Freiermuth, we can put him with George Pickens and then we can get Kenny Pickett. So I like that idea as well. Antonio Gibson, Rashad Bateman. Yep, I knew I wasn't going to get him. What's this news about Kadarius Toney? Okay, he will play week one. That's some good news. So I like Kadarius Toney. Maybe not Tyler Boyd. Um, so Kadarius Toney and Pat Freiermuth, I think, are the two guys I should go for. I don't know if I'll get Kadarius Toney though. So maybe let's just keep a backup. Marvin Mims is good. I like Juju Smith-Schuster. I think I have a good depth at receiver. I trust Bill Belichick. Let's see though. Quentin Johnston, 7 picks away. So See the quarterbacks are available. Yeah, maybe they'll go quarterbacks here. I know Kirk, Gino, and Prescott are definitely some great picks there. Rodgers. I think after Rodgers, it kind of falls off. Did Kenny Pickett get picked? No, he's way down. All right, so Kadarius Tony. Oh no, Pat Fryermuth. Damn. All right, but I'm still getting a tight end. Um, Njoku is not a bad pick. I haven't picked Njoku. I like Njoku. Dobbs is Yeah, I'm gonna go Njoku and Kadarius Tony here. John Warren, Brian Robinson, AJ Dillon got picked. Three straight running backs. Make it four because I want two good catchers, pass catchers. Come on, come on, come on, whoopsies. Yes, Zach Charbonnet. That was a good pick for you. So, but I'm gonna go Njoku, and I'm gonna go Kadarius Tony. So I have some great run receivers. I got it. I got myself a great tight end, Tua Tagovailoa. Let's go running back next time. I think I'm pretty solid set at receiver. So we're 21 picks away. So we're gonna get a running back in this area. I really like Devin Ashane. I like Jerick McKinnon just because I have Pacheco, so I can really have that stack. But they're gonna get two buys, so maybe let's stay away from McKinnon. Ashane also has a week 10 buy. Um, let's see what else I can get. Algier has a week 11 bye. Ken Gainwell's not a bad pick, but Pacheco, I gotta find something that's like these buys are really starting to open up some eyes in terms of guys that I gotta be careful with drafting. So Tyler Boyd, Jamal Williams, Odell Beckham, Geno Smith, Jack Prescott. Damn, so Penny, McKinnon, Ashane all have buys on the way in week 10. Elijah Mitchell's not a bad pick, but he would kind of be in the buy situation with Amon-Ra and Debo. So I need somebody who has like a week 8 buy. Who's somebody that has that some all these guys have week 9 and 10. That's absolutely nuts. I don't know. I'd be really reaching if I'm going to look at buys. I just have to really bite the bullet there. Even Deion Jackson, all these guys. Yeah, I'm not going to succeed there. So I'm going to have to really bite the bullet there. I know that week 9 is going to be a tough one. Week 9 and 10 are going to be pretty rough with buys, but it's 1 week. It's all good. Doesn't define you. Kincaid is still here. I'm surprised, but 15 picks, he'll get picked by that. So yeah, I mean, I like Ashane. Um, I like McKinnon. Maybe if I get two different, yeah, I like. Maybe I'll go Ashane and Elijah Mitchell, or should I go McKinnon and Elijah Mitchell? Because I don't want 2 week 10 bye guys. Dalton Kincaid, there you go. Honestly, I think my best bet is I'm 13 picks away, so for all I know, all these guys can get picked, which I wouldn't mind because I wouldn't mind getting like a Roshan or like a um Tyler Algier, Kevin Gainwell. But I think getting Pacheco where I got him was clutch because I needed a running back instead of just relying on Ramondre and Saquon. And I still got some great receivers. Marvin Mims, Juju, Sam Laporta, tight end. So 10 picks away. Higby. Yeah, honestly, I think if I get a running back here, I don't think I really need to go two running backs. I think if I just get one, I should be all set. And then let's get another receiver. Receivers, I like Jacoby Myers a lot. Lazard, I like. Zay Jones, I like. I like Zay Jones. Lazard, there you go. Yeah, I think I'm content with Zay Jones and Devin Ashane. I'd imagine P-Rod and Penny get picked. I'm not really a big fan of those two guys anyway. I like Ashana given that he's young and has some value, and given with Jeff Wilson's injury, Raheem Mostert I think will be the guy. But Ashana is the next man up, so there you go, Samaje. Oh, Zay Jones. Damn. I like Jacoby Myers. He's a good he's a good I think pick to have. It's a good tight end, so maybe you can get a good tight end. No tight ends that really wow me. I think all of them are gone. Rashad Penny. Jarek McKinnon. All right, pick somebody else so I can get these two guys. I like these two guys. Wow, Shawnee. All right, fine. I'll go Myers, and then I'll go Elijah Mitchell. Just because I was looking at the buys and I saw a lot of week 11s and 10s, and I thought Elijah Mitchell was a good addition and not with the buys there. And plus, Elijah Mitchell still getting picked at where he got, I think is solid given that, obviously C-Mac is undisputed running back one in all of football and fantasy football. But, God forbid he does go down, Elijah Mitchell's the next man up. So he could, and there's been a lot of spurts where Kyle Shanahan's used him. So I like that value there. So Saquon, Ramondre, Pacheco, and Mitchell. I think that's honestly good with running backs for now. I think that's four solid guys. All have different bye weeks. I'm actually really happy with that 9, 10, 11, 13. So nobody will be stepping on each other's toes. All running backs will be at strength, or there'll always be a running back to back you up, basically. Receivers, I got Amon-Ra, Debo, George Pickens, Jordan Addison, Kadarius Toney, and Jacoby Myers. I'm really satisfied with that. So let's go tight end. Actually, I don't think I need to go tight end just because. So I'm 19 picks away. Yeah, in the 150s, I mean, everyone's kind of the same. I think I can kind of wait another round for tight ends. So I think I should go quarterback here. I think let's get Kenny Pickett. Did Kenny Pickett get picked? He might have. Shot Penny, Lazard, Williams, Dobbs, Big B, Laporta, Juju, Kirk Cousins, Prescott, Gino. Oh, I don't think he did get picked yet. Jared Goff got picked. He will though. So there he is. Yep. Yeah, he's definitely gonna get picked. His ADP is like right here. Dalton Schultz. I mean, I'll queue him up just for having him. Jalen Hyatt though, he's a guy that I'm looking at. And then running back, who did I get? Tajay, Deion Jackson, Condre Miller, Singletary. I can wait another round for running backs. So yeah, I'm content on Caleb, Kenny Pickett, and Jalen Hyatt. Um, think best strategy, honestly, is in towards the first and towards the early rounds, try to go 1-1 when it comes to having back-to-back picks, and then in the middle round, try to get two of each to make sure you get the utmost value. Especially so, since the middle rounds are very receiver heavy, I would say in the middle rounds like 5 through 7, go two receivers. I would say, depending on if you have good running backs, especially go two good receivers back to back, and then later kind of get build up again on running backs just to have those RB2s, those committee running backs who fall to you a little bit later in the rounds. Try to get your running back value there because those guys are late picks, but could be instant running back one value if the running back one were to go down. Who are guys that like C Mac, guys that are running back one, Aaron Jones, AJ Dillon and Elijah Mitchell are next man up. So that kind of mindset, and then um, definitely try to get a quarterback too in one of your back-to-back picks, just because these guys dwindle really far. I think after Tua, I would have been in a tough spot. So um, I think I definitely want to get a quarterback here as well. Oh no, Kenny Pickett. Ah, damn, I really want a Kenny Pickett. So that stack will not be happening of Pickens and I mean I didn't get Fryermuth anyway, so but I do like Jalen Hyatt. And I like in terms of quarterback, I do like Derek Carr. I think he'll get picked. And I do like Brock Purdy. Yeah, actually, I'll take Derek Carr over Brock Purdy just because, I mean, I think he'll get picked, but I just like what the weapons that Derek Carr has. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to get Brock Purdy because I have Debo. Oh, man, yeah. So definitely going to get Brock Purdy just to have that stack. So at the end of the day, we'll have some sort of stack. So that could work. No, Brock Purdy. Wow. Johnson, Komet. Okay, at least I'm gonna get Hyatt potentially. And then quarterback, I have Russ, Derek Carr, Jordan Love. I don't mind any of those guys. Jordan Love, I'd be a little weary of, but let's see. I'm hoping at least Russell or Derek Carr I can get. I like Rashe Rice too. I think it's Rashe. I'm sorry if I mispronounce, but there he goes. I'm excited to see what he brings to the table in Kansas City. Rashe Rice, I think is his name. So I like Jalen Hyatt, so I'm gonna go him. I think I'll get Derek Carr. I'm actually surprised I got. So let's see. Oh no! All right, that's fine. Let's go Jalen Hyatt, and then let's go Russell Wilson. Sweet. So I got solid receivers all around. Amon Ra, Debo, George Pickens, Jordan Addison, Kadarius Toney, Jacoby Myers, Jalen Hyatt, and I have David Njoku. And I have Saquon, Ramondre Pacheco, and Elijah Mitchell as my running backs. And I have Tua and Russell Wilson as my quarterbacks. And I'm actually really lucky that Russell fell to me because he was picked 13 picks ahead later after his ADP. So I actually was worried about quarterbacks. I was thinking I was going to get somebody below that, but I'm glad that I got him where I did. I think that's a steal in my opinion, low key. So because I picked Tua pretty early, so because I had to, because he would have fell, but I wouldn't have been able to pick him. So all in all, pretty happy with my roster so far. I'll give a full breakdown as we're kind of gearing towards the end of the draft. We're in round 14, so going into the really low point of the player pool. So, but we're still gonna have some good picks at the end, hopefully. Um, so we're 17 picks away, right? So who's gonna fall to us in this area? So Devontae Parker, Rashid Shaheed. I like Shaheed. Tank Dell, I like as well. Quarterback, I don't think I need another quarterback. I'm all set there. Um, Tight end. I like Irv Smith just because of Cincinnati. Joe Burrow. Taysom Hill is not a bad pick either. So I like those two guys, two receivers and two tight ends. Let's see if I can get one more running back. Maybe I don't know, like Kareem Hunt's a good pick. So if honestly, I'm fine with the running backs I have for now. But if Kareem Hunt falls to me, I would definitely say let me grab Kareem Hunt. I'll put him at the forefront, honestly. And then I'll grab hmm. I have a decent amount of receivers, honestly. So I'll grab a tight end. Um, Dawson Knox is good. Conklin. So let me back off on receiver just because I have a decent amount now. I got what, one, two. I got seven receivers, so I think I'm set there. Let me get a running back and a tight end here. Given that his ADP is 185, I think I'll be able to get him. No, Kareem Hunt. Wow. I thought he was gonna fall to me. Wow, he got picked really early. His ADP was 185. Damn, good eye, Bryce A. All right. Well, Singletary is not a bad idea. I don't mind Devin Singletary. Not taking Jeff Wilson, obviously. Yeah, I don't mind Singletary. And then I can take Irv Smith. Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, back-to-back rookie picks. Peoples Jones. Damn, I'm kind of bummed about Kareem Hunt, not gonna lie. That would have been fire to have all these potential running back ones, except maybe Mitchell. Um, so we're seven picks away. Greg Dulcich is still here, so I'm gonna queue him up just because I prefer him over these guys. And I have Russell Wilson, so that maybe a little bit of stack there. A lot of week nine guys on by though. Deuce Vaughn's not terrible just because of Tony Pollard. I mean, there you go. Gus Edwards. So five picks away. So we have four picks left. So after these two, we have two picks left, and we're wrapped up for this one. So let's try to finish strong here. Let's get a running back and a tight end, and we can honestly end it running back and a tight. I think I actually have Three picks. So let's get a running back and a tight end for sure. Tank Dell, Rondell Moore, Greg Dolchich might actually fall to me here. Or he might go actually. If not, I'm not mad about Herb Smith, to be honest with you. Curtis Samuel. Come on. I would love to have Greg Dolchich, not gonna lie. Those are two tight end ones. Are you kidding me? That's some underrated value there. Come on. Even Irv Smith is tight end one, so honestly, it could be a win-win. And Joe Burrow or Russell Wilson, I wouldn't mind either of these guys, to be honest. Wow, Puka Nakua, I think put him on notice. I'm glad that we he really came up in draft. He really rose up a little bit, at least 3 rounds. So let's get Greg Dulcich. Glad that I got him, and then running back. Let's take a quick look to see who's down below. Not anybody that's really, eye opening. So let's get Devin Singletary. So I don't think I need Irv. So I don't need to get Irv Smith. Yeah, Njoku, Greg Dulcich, that's solid in my opinion. And receivers. So yeah, I think I got some good running backs here. So I think I'm all set on running backs. So let's get a. Yeah, so I do have two more picks. Excuse me. Yeah, so I have two more picks. So let's get. So Justin Rouse, Ty Chandler. Yeah, Irv Smith got picked later. A little bit after. So yeah, I think let's get a quarterback and a receiver to end it. Just because, definitely would want to, yeah, quarterback and receiver. Let's take my boy Mac Jones. I don't mind taking him. Or even Desmond Ritter. I don't mind taking Desmond Ritter. And then for receiver, let's go. Probably get somebody around here. Chase Claypool, Wandale, Robert Woods, Matt Collins. Go Chase Claypool. Little under the radar receiver. So a little bit slowed down here. Jerome Ford, Jimmy Garoppolo, DJ Chark, Tannehill, Taysom Hill. Yeah, so pretty much wrapped up here. Got two more picks. Pretty solid that these guys will fall. Um, I think I got a lot of good guys here. Hill, Devontae Parker, Conklin. So all in all, I think This will be a good roster. Zach Moss. Yeah, so a lot of scrubby players here. No disrespect, but purely it's just off the quality of play at this point. Um, Zamir White going to the Raiders, gonna back up Josh Jacobs. Could be some late value there as well. Kyron Williams. Oh, Desmond Ritter, damn. I'll go my boy Mac Jones. I'm really anti Kyler, so Kyler Murray. I really like Shaheed. Hunter Renfro is good too. I like Shaheed. But I might have a feeling he's gonna get picked here. Foreman. Yeah, I'm gonna go Rashid Shaheed here, and I'm gonna go quarterback. Yeah, I'm gonna go Mac Jones here. Yep, I think that pretty much rounds it out. So I got three quarterbacks, five running backs, eight receivers, and two tight ends. So I got Tua Tagovailoa, Russell Wilson, and Mac Jones. Those are three good quarterbacks in their own right that I believe can get it done. Obviously, some questions about all three of them, but I think they're pretty solid when they can play at their best. So running backs, we got Saquon Barkley, Ramondre Stevenson, Pacheco, Elijah Mitchell, and Devin Singletary. I'm really confident in those guys. Saquon, Ramondre, and Pacheco are three running back ones who are very, very valuable to their teams, can really make things happen, and can score a lot of points. I'm really confident about those guys. Elijah Mitchell, he would really be Elijah Mitchell and Devin Singletary running back twos, but can really give some value if somebody does get hurt, their next man up. Um, Receivers, I got Amon-Ra St. Brown, Deebo Samuel, George Pickens, Jordan Addison. The top three, at least, are going to really break into their own. I think George Pickens will take over Deontay Johnson as wide receiver one. I think George Pickens could be wide receiver one and can really be a lethal duo with him and Kenny Pickett. So I'm really confident in these three guys and being their receiver one. Jordan Addison, I think would have potential to be a breakout receiver two. I think he's capable of a lot of things. Kadarius Toney with Patrick Mahomes, I think a lot can happen there. He's in his, I think, third or fourth year. I think third year. So new fresh start on the Chiefs. And Jacoby Myers, PPR machine, in my opinion. I think he can give you a solid 10, 12 points every game. And that's really big when it comes to the tight games. Jalen Hyatt, a lot of rookie promise coming to New York. But there is a lot of receiver traffic there, but I do see the rookie, making his presence felt. Rashid Shaheed had some great spurts towards the end of the season last year, particularly in the fantasy playoffs. So hopefully he can emulate that throughout the course of the season. And Joku, I really like him at tight end. And Dolchich, two tight end ones. So I'm really happy that the fact that I ended up with two tight end ones maybe that can make up for some uncertainty with a couple of these receivers, and then even make up with uncertainty of maybe a couple running backs or tight end. Just to have a cushion of two tight end ones, I think is real makes my team pretty lethal overall. So I think, yeah, we're pretty much done. But no, nobody really surprising. Campbell, Mayer, a lot of the low end tight ends, some receiver threes, running back threes, um, to round it out. So I think honestly I think we're honestly all good. Really confident about my roster. Really confident about my guys. And I really do like the fact that I ended up in the 12th position. I would say strategy goes to show is, get get one of each from in the early rounds, get two of the same in the middle rounds, um, and then maybe towards like the late before the 10th round in that spirit, get maybe one of each again. So I would say 5 through 7, try to get two of the same. Later on, get one to two again, and then so on and so forth. But I think it is crucial with that 12th pick, you should get two of the same at some point. So depending on how you want to go about it. But that's my advice. I think that's all we have for right now. Tune in for more mock drafts. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and also follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Till next time, take care.